Hi, welcome back to my presentation. My name is Cecilia. Today I'm going to be presenting to you the second phase or the second series 2 of your identity. Your identity formation is going to be the topic of today. Your identity, your original identity was formed when you were born. This identity includes your gender and followed by your name. After the original creation of your identity, as you walk the journey in life, you are building on that identity. You are presenting that identity and developing that identity as you go on in life. This identity formation that I will be talking to you again today can be established, your additional identity, through observational learning, learning by watching others, through the social interaction from the environment where you are being born or growing up in. Naturally, it can be inherited from your parent that inherited it from their parent, from your ancestors. This identity, I'm going to pinpoint right now, the creation of your physical identity, your personal identity in a physical form, can be constructed in various ways through individual lifelong search or through individual lifespan. According to one researcher, namely Little John, he defines your identity to be, he claimed that the identity relies in part on the strength from your family through the collective group and the community. The same goes with your digital identity. Your digital identity can be performed across variety of online or electronic domain systems. Your digital identity, it is the online depiction of an individual, of you, within a certain digital network community as a set of characteristics asserted either by one digital object about itself or about you, or by assertion of another object in the digital world, somebody else, contributing to your identity as well as yourself. The predisposition and self-presentational variables that attribute to one's identity include, in a physical context, the language that we speak, what we do as professionals, which include our association, membership, and so on and so forth. Your social status, your actions, your belief, your right, spiritual right and religion, your lifestyle, your personality, your characteristics, what you do, how you do them, your look, the way we look, the cloth that we wear, and how we dress, your age, your height, and our collections, your profile, your physical profile, true self in relation to knowledge and discourse. Through the culture in which some manner of distinction between self and others exists. Also, the statements that we make as identity to distinguish between ourselves as different from others, or to distinguish yourself as different from others. Digitally, your identity is similar to that of physical. The attributes include the medium that you use or that I use in presenting my identity, the kind of format, usage of words, the type of social network tools, and our writing style or our writing styles, the hardware and the software that we use, the system resolution, the category of community that digitally writes on our walls. Other data points that can help form your identity also include, especially today, in the digital world today, online, your online shopping, your purchasing behavior, the transaction history of your purchases, your online profiles and your online information, your online search activities, your digital or online medical record and medical history. Every and anything you do online that's a tag or that is tagged to your profile can be linked to your physical somebodyness, to your physical self-blueprint, to your physical identity. Remember, Martin Luther King Jr. claimed in his research that your identity is your self-blueprint, your somebodyness. Looking at the attributes and the variables that will be contributing to your original identity after you are being born. Knowing them and looking for a way to protect this identity, select and deselect how you want these attributes, additional attributes that will be contributing to your identity, how you want to be tagged with them, how you want to accept them. The medium that you present your digital identity especially matters. Be careful of what you put online that will link to you. Once you click that mouse and it's gone, it's gone. You can take it back. Even if you delete the original information from your folder that you have control over, you don't have control over the one that is being sent out. And once it's out there, it's in the public domain, meaning anybody, anywhere, they can do anything with it. That identity can be compromised, can be misrepresented. Somebody can even take that identity and use it as you. How do you protect your identity? And how do you form the identity or add to the original formation of your identity matters. The domain in which your identity is being presented digitally matters. And physically, where your identity is being presented matters. Be very mindful of who represents you and who you represent. There's this adage that says, show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. You have control over what goes into your identity, but you don't have control over what is being contributing to your identity by others and how others are observing you and ascribing your identity to store in their long memory system to represent you. Even if the identity you send outside is being compromised, you can always use your original identity to defend the compromisation of your identity. There are so many contacts of Gmail that does not belong to Gmail. And when you call them, they pretend to be the original Gmail, the original Google contact information or contact center. And they will ascribe so many information from you, including money from you. How many can you actually track? They are like virus or viruses. I mean, it's like just at the blink of an eye, they will create identity or profile with your information within a blink of an eye. And that can destroy one forever, if not for life. If you happen to discover on time to clean up, it's another effort. So now that you know the attributes that contribute to your identity, protect them. Jealously guide your identity. And anything that links to your identity, be careful. Not all that glitters are gold. Some people may look like innocent, but within a blink of an eye, they will destroy you. They will look like, oh my goodness, if you put butter in their mouth, will not even melt. But the evil is in the heart. A lot of them are out there. They don't have anything to do but just to destroy people's images and identity. Be careful where the domain you put your identity through, how you represent your identity, who is representing you, and who is or are digitally writing on your digital walls. And what are they writing on it? Every single image you send out there is attributing to your identity. You know, there is this image that, a person who went for an interview, and whatever she told the interviewer, she got the job of her life. Only to come back home telling her friends that, oh wow, she told the employers that she can drive, but she did not even have driver's license. In the first place, you're not supposed to lie. If you tell the employer, hey, I don't have driver's license, but I can get driver's license, this is my first job. Not only limiting this conversation in a digital form, in a digital context, by her friends and whether her friends are her family, she went online and shared it with her other online friends that she got the job of her life, a well-paid job that she's been looking for, and now she's so happy more than anything else. But one of the funny things that she does not have ID, driver's license, but she told the employer that she has driver's license. Before she knew, the employer got the information, and the job offer was retracted. When they told me this information, I felt so bad. Innocent, young, vibrant person. But what happened? Not everybody that smile with you are really happy for you. Guide your identity. Be careful of who you share your identity with, and the group you want your identity to be shared with, where you share them. where this individual, this lady shared her identity was in a bad way, in a bad format, especially in the digital context. That identity disruption can affect her for life. How do the employer get the information? Probably maybe some of her jealous mate probably send the information to the employer. Or the employer may be just looking for more information about her, because this day and age, employer may not have to call your reference and call your company, call your school, or call your parent, call your friend to get everything about you, because those information is online. And once it's online, it's a free domain. The employers or anywhere, either institution or school or membership or anything you want to do, or even buying things or a house or a car, they can get those information online free. Be careful of what you populate online there into your digital identity that can be linked to your physical image. And again, jealously guard your identity. Be watchful of who is writing on your wall and whose wall you're writing on and what you are writing or what they are writing on your wall. It's very important. Be mindful of your identity. Since you already have the understanding, the basic fundamental understanding of what contributes to your identity, of the things that contributes to your identity, please beware of it, guide it, protect it, because your identity of yesterday when you were born represents you of your current status today, where you are, and it's going to represent you tomorrow in the future where you are going. One mistake and one identity misrepresentation and defamation can create problem for you that will affect your life for a long time, if at all you're able to restate that identity back. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Love you. Watch yourself, your identity. Take care of your identity. Guide it jealously like never before. Don't allow too many people to write on your walls. And don't let people compromise your identity. Fight for your identity. And may God bless you.